Hello, everybody. It's me, and we're going live because it's a special day. It's an extra special day, and some of you know why. Because my amazing, she's an old friend, but she's newly in my life again, Miss Debbie Gibson, and she has an album out today, and there she
Yes.
is.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
And I asked her, I said, can we just jump on Insta Live to celebrate this amazing album and your accomplishment? And I'm not saying that just because I'm lucky enough to be on the darn amazing album.
I mean, I left you a message this morning. I hope you got it saying like I haven't had a lot of collaborators, duet partners on albums. So to see your name on it after all these years of knowing you and us running kind of parallel paths, and it's such an honor. I literally am going to cry. I'm so overwhelmed by this moment because what it's taken to get this album out the door and to the people, and you suggesting Lost in Your Eyes a couple of years ago, and us seeing this all the way to fruition, and now going into show week. It's absolutely overwhelming in the best possible way.
Yes. Well, honestly, what comes up when you say that is like, yes, it's an accomplishment that like we said, yes, let's record it. Let's do these dates. Yes, we're, a week away from doing that. That to me looks like really a literal walk in the park compared to the accomplishment of your album and finishing. I mean, just to say it as an artist, and I think anybody can relate, okay? Whatever project you want to do in your life, in your house, in work, in play, whatever it is, we all have amazing ideas. We're all creative, human beings. But to actually follow through with it is really, really hard. And it's boring and it's laborious and
It's
it's
tedious.
not it's
It's
tedious
tedious.
and it's not fun a lot of the time. I mean, of course it pays off because once you're in the studio and you're making this music, or you whatever, again, to relate to everybody, whatever project it is, when you start seeing it come to life, yes, there's no comparison to that feeling of joy that we get. But like you did it in a very big way, and it's amazing. I've heard the album in many different ways, um and I get it. And of course, I hope people aren't getting sick of the fact that all we do now is talk about. I so relate, and we relate, and we relate, and we relate. But it's really inspiring, and
Thank you.
and
Thank you.
so that's one spiel. But
Well, I'm not tired of this camaraderie, and that's what it is. We have such an incredible like friendship and professional chemistry, and it's a once in a lifetime. It's so thrilling. It's happening. It's now, and yeah, I was up super late when people were weighing in on the album, and my beloved Deb heads and Diamond Deb heads, already like resonating with one particular song, saying that song's my jam, that song speaks to me, you were in my head when you wrote this. And as a songwriter and as an artist, that's the point of all of this, is to connect with people, to move people, to make people feel less alone in whatever emotional journey they're going on. And that is something I just appreciate at this point in my life more than ever. Not that I missed it the first time, but I really get it now. I get the gravity of that. And so I don't walk around with an air of self-importance, like I wrote a masterpiece. I don't do that. I just do what I do. I do it with passion, and my one dream is for it to connect. And it feels like out of the gate, it's connecting, and that's just so powerful. So
Oh, it
thank you.
it will. It will. And it sounds so good. I mean,
Thank you.
technically speaking, of course, you writing the songs and sitting down at a piano or collaborating with people, and expressing yourself that way. But then you got to record it, and then you got to, get technical about it. How who was who was your team, and who did you work with like the most, and what was that like?
Well, it's a semi-long answer, but I want to make sure I get like all the people in that I want to get in. So as you know, Sean Thomas, who's even been working on putting stuff together for us for, he was instrumental in Lost in Rise. He's 20 years old. He's
Crazy.
such a powerhouse musician and arranger and
It's
a
weird.
prodigy.
I don't really believe it. Like, he's helping us with the show. I don't, not to interject, but we'll get to
I
that
mean,
later.
literally,
I'm launching an investigation. Something's up.
I
Something.
literally couldn't have done, yeah, he's like the Doogie Howser of music. I literally could not have done this album without him. And the
Yeah.
thing is, I'm doing it independently. So I'm doing it like all my own funding, all my own scheduling, and he was my right-hand man who was there every time. It was middle of the night. Hey, I need a change. Hey, I need this arrangement. I need this tweak, this tweak. And he was my biggest collaborator. Fred Corey, who people know as a drummer for Cinderella, who's an incredible arranger, producer in his own right, worked on a couple of songs with me. DJ Ashba, who goes now just by Ashba, is a featured guitarist on many of the tracks. Steve Smooth, DJ Tracy Young kind of made her writing debut with me. And, these days the writing's not just, so I wrote, and Lars, who did, Lars Halvard Nelson, who did 80s Baby, did the song Love Don't Care. He's the only person on the album who co-wrote a melody and lyric with me, because it's all my melody and lyrics. But
I can't say no to him. It's just no way.
he's such a
Much
sweetheart.
joy, and it comes out, and yeah, I get it. So
And he said, hey, I want to get on a plane and come collaborate with you in Vegas. And by the way, to aspiring artists out there, like, you got to be in it to win it. You got to put yourself out there, let people know you want to be creative with them. And he did that. He got really proactive, and we had a magical writing day. But Love Don't Care, that song for me, like, in my mind, it's already won the Eurovision Song Contest.
right. Which, by the way, that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? Like, just give the Grammy speech now, because that's all that matters. It's like what's in our heart, and like the fact that we can create things that get you excited enough to go, oh hell yeah, let's go. But I heard you talk about Love Don't Care, and it was very cool about explain that, like, it wins in the end. It's coming no matter what, no matter where you are.
Exactly. We wanted Love to be kind of like its own character, as Lars put it, almost like a sparring partner. Like love. Wait.
I love that we're talking about.
I'm trying to remember my lyrics in a second. How am I to fight this feeling? Here I'm saying all this stuff, but I'm no match for you, love. It's my heart taking the beating. That I'm no match for you, love. Love is its own entity, right? You can't control it. It's always the thing, like you say to the universe, I'm not, like, I've been proclaiming I don't want a boyfriend. I know it's like going to happen because I keep proclaiming I don't want it right now. But yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't care. It doesn't care if it breaks your heart. It doesn't care if it comes at the wrong time. It's just its own entity. And I love that. I love that there's like, I'm a big country songwriting fan. So I love songs that have twists. A lot of my songs start where I'm in the angst of a situation, and it flips to the aspirational, inspirational. This is how I'm going to break through this and not let this take me down. And that's how I live my life. And that's all over this album. And the pandemic really fueled that kind of intensity and energy, because music got me out of bed every day. Doing this got me out of bed. I mean, I quite often was curled up feeling like I was going to die, and then I would like cut one of my favorite vocals because there was no pressure. I did this all in my house, all the vocals I did in my house. So I feel like now it's literally from my house to all of your houses, that it's such an intimate record for me, as big and glossy as it feels. So right. Yeah.
That's very cool. That's very cool. And I think, what I'm hearing too is like the connection, the very personal connection. And
yes,
we both come from, gratefully and luckily, very successful. The numbers were big and still are, thankfully, in many ways. But when you talk about record sales and like, getting to as many people as possible, and that's amazing, and you know, let it flow, let it get there. But to me, like what I have to do, and what I'm hearing from you is like, it really is about the connection, like one at a time, like one listener at a time, one person at a time. Because as a fan and as a listener and as a someone who wants to connect to, I don't give a crap where it comes from, where it's going, how many people have heard it. Like, I don't. Sometimes that turns us off too. You know what I mean? You
Right.
hear,
No, it's how deeply it affects that one
you
person.
know, and it's like I don't care. Like, I want to find it on my own, and
Yes.
so I have to remember that as an artist, you know, because I can put, oh, it has to be this way, it has to be that way, and that's not how it works, and that's not what matters. It really doesn't matter. And um, so I'm excited for, you know, I'm excited to like live with this album too. You know what I mean? To go through it, and I love hearing albums like and taking my time with them too. You know what I mean?
Totally. I mean,
You
and
know,
people like to,
yeah, you're gonna
people
listen.
find albums in their own time and they
Yeah,
resonate at a particular time for a
yep,
particular reason, or a song all of a sudden speaks to somebody 10 years later. And that's what was so profound about putting it out too. I was like, wow, it's everybody's now out in the world to enjoy for the rest of our lives.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. And
It's,
stick. I mean, like so many of us do. Like we put the album on, but like for 3 weeks we have to play the same song, only the same song over and over. And then like you don't get to track 7 until, you know, oh my God, why didn't I just listen to this? So I love the nature of an album. And, you know, as I shared with you the other day, you know, some people think, well, people don't make albums anymore. You know, that's not how it works. You do, you know, you do singles and at a time. You release 17 singles. That's what you do. And like, well, that's one way to do it. And I understand that. And that's a groove. But like to put together a piece that people can like live with, like you just did, and like enjoy it and get in there, like it's
oh,
some,
I know. I
yeah,
know. I'm not being rude. I'm scrolling through your because I want to pull something up, because what you're talking about is, I was dissuaded by so many people so many times to take on such a big
yeah,
album project. And in the middle of the night, that turns up.
yeah, baby.
Number 2 on the iTunes chart between
Now,
Sour and
yeah,
Planet Her, Doja Cat and Olivia Rodrigo. And, I'm constantly having ageism thrown in my face. I'm between these two young, hot
yeah.
artists, female. It's like a female empowerment 1, 2, 3 there on that chart, by the way, which is so amazing. And they are like creators and
They're
songwriters.
fantastic.
They're fantastic.
Yeah.
And
Doja Cat could not have to use, you know, a couple of F-bombs. I'm in the car with my kids. I love her, but God, she likes that F word. My goodness
oh
gracious.
my God,
Yeah,
that's so
absolutely.
funny.
You are an amazing company, and you definitely belong
I
there.
mean, but it just makes me go, see, the like people speak about, like, I love the iTunes chart because it's people's legitimate,
Yeah,
like, there's no politics involved. As you know, there's politics involved in other charts, but not that.
yeah,
And yeah, what we talked about too was that um, people still love the journey of an album. I took a painful amount of time to sequence the songs because there are many different genres of music on this album. So to connect from one to the other, whether it had been because of the lyrical content or, oh, this ends with piano and is the same key, I'm going to go into another piano song, and whatever
yeah,
the threads were, I found the thread that made the 15 songs cohesively work. So
yeah,
I really hope that people gravitate toward the journey of that. And
yeah.
it's very like, people have like an attention span this big, but I trust that a lot of people don't have an attention span this big and actually want to dig in. I'm trusting that.
Yeah, and I appreciate knowing that the artist did that on purpose. You know what I mean? I know there's some people that don't care, and that's fine. But um, I think, you know, if we're talking about albums, you should lose a few nights sleep about the order of your songs.
For
You
sure.
really should, or else you're
And
not.
I did, let me tell you, I did. It was a race to the finish line. It was, woo!
Uh, um. So we're gonna be.
Somebody's
I'm gonna.
telling you your hair looks amazing, Joey. Lady,
Oh, really?
your
Well, you
hair
know,
looks amazing.
you know, in the spirit of keeping it real, and I'm not, this is people are like, well, you get what you paid for. Like, Joe, your hair. We did some shows last week, and everyone was like, your hair, your hair. This is professional. It's the difference between me doing it in my bathroom and actually spending money going to my boy Gio in New York, who now I'm in LA, so I got to find someone because I ain't flying him out. But
I
anyway,
have people for you.
okay, good.
Okay.
Yeah, but so I'm gonna see you Sunday, and we're gonna
Yes.
start gearing up for our shows.
Yeah, guys, we've been kind of rehearsing virtually and putting stuff together, but we have like 4 marathon dates and then we're on. So we have a total of 8 marathon days and
Yeah,
can't wait. Absolutely can't wait.
yeah, it's gonna be great, and it's exciting.
I did
And
a wardrobe fitting this morning, so you're going to be like surprise night tonight. There'll be like a few things that are the same, but then a few, like the mixtape tour. You guys were like, where did you fit all this clothes, like these clothes?
what
We
did
had
you say?
like,
You said I called you something. I don't know if you want
you
to.
called me, you said I'm like My Pretty Pony.
I was like, I said that? No, but like you, every night on the tour, like it was like sparkles and like your outfit would change. And like I wouldn't know until I came out on stage, and I'd see all white, bedazzled, and then black. I mean, you looked amazing every night. So I can only,
Thank you.
you
Gotta
know,
have fun with the wardrobe, especially in Vegas.
yeah, I gotta, I just moved, so I have to get into boxes. By the way, you
Just
want
wear a box.
this is my house is still like not even half done, but we're living there because I'll be damned if I rent another house while I'm own a house. So,
Yeah. It's kind of
but
part of the crazy fun of it.
look at this is my New York apartment in a garage in LA now.
Oh my God.
That's
That's amazing. Oh my God, that's amazing. And here, here's my life in a nutshell right here.
yes. Oh my God.
I have a pile of 3 dogs on my lap right now. They're the best.
Oh,
Which is why your text thread with Joey, and I texted him after that too, with Joey Fatone,
yeah.
where he did the typo about no pets. I was like, no pets. I thought my dogs were going to be in the dressing room, and it was
Oh
not a
my.
bad seat.
Too funny.
Too funny. Too funny.
But I'm gonna get into these boxes because there's a couple of jackets that I wanna bring to Vegas because
Nice.
the thing is sharing the stage with you. I could. There's 2 ways to go. You got to really get guns blazing, and I got to like bring out the big guns somehow, or just keep it real simple. You know what I mean? But
I mean, if you're in your all blacks, like everything that I wear will match. But
yeah,
I feel we can show each other our wardrobe and we can do some coordination.
yeah, work it out. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
And we can't wait to spend more time with the album. And
Thank you.
can I steal Sean before he, stops, helping people and just does all his own stuff? Because Sean,
I mean, he might need to make an album with you too. You need to make, right, guys? Joey
if
needs to make a full-length album now on the heels of Prolific.
I gotta get him like fast. And yeah, shout out to Gabe Lopez, who's my buddy, who we co-wrote and produced Prolific.
Yeah, it's a great song.
Yeah, thank you.
Did your girls love it? Your wife and
Yeah, they
all your
did.
girls and your family?
I did a little impromptu Instagram story video, but I'm gonna have to do a. My wife can be super shy sometimes, but so I had to just use pictures. In my mind, I want to make. I want to do like a Herb Ritz video of my wife. You know what I mean?
Oh, that would be so beautiful.
Yeah.
She's so beautiful. She's so naturally beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know if I could get her to book out that time, but with the 3 kids, but
send her my way. I'll bring her out of her shell.
I know. Ham her up, exactly. By the way, the new video for was amazing.
One step closer. Yeah, thank you.
I texted you back. I said, "Excuse me, young lady.
I know.
It's a lot of shots there. That's long way from Teen Beat right there."
Yes, it's a long way from Teen Beat. I was feeling my vibe. one of the great things about being a girl, woman, whatever, is you can do pigtails and a baseball cap one day, and you could do the corset, the go-go boots, and the video, and everything in between. And I'm just into celebrating life and going with how I feel. And my favorite moment in the video is pulling the wig off, because it's like so many girls in showbiz, we do hair extensions and whatever. And that was just a moment of like freedom. It was like, you know what? I'm not going to try to be anyone for anyone else but myself. And here I go. And that little strut down the street at the end was such an homage to like early Madonna videos where she just was joyfully bopping around. And yeah, Nick Spanos directed that. He did all the art for my album. You're in the, hold on, you're in a couple of sections of the album.
Because I didn't get my copy yet, so.
Here's your Lost in Your Eyes page.
Amazing.
And then you're in the collage in the middle too. You're in here somewhere.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you.
All right, girl. Well, enjoy, and you know, we'll see you Sunday, and we'll see everybody Thursday. Coming to Vegas.
Yes, guys. Can't wait to see you soon.
Oh, they're excited too.
They
Perfect timing.
What?
I said perfect timing. They're excited too.
Exactly. Yes.
They're feeling it. Oh my God.
Thank you for celebrating.
Love ya.
Today. I love you.
Congrats.
Bye. Bye, guys.
Tuning in. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
How do I get off this thing? I never know how. Hey, bye. Bye, guys. David Gibson's new album out. Get it now. It's amazing. Bye.